Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to Jim O'Rear's Wacky World. Today, we are going to go take a look at the Haunted Road. It is a Halloween drive-through experience in Orlando. And you may remember that last year, I covered this event, and it had some challenges. It was more of a theatrical event where different scenes play out and tell a story, but it was very fantasy fairy tale related. A lot of people did not like that because they wanted a real Halloween horror type experience. So this year the Haunted Road became haunted and went more towards the horror side of things. But I was hoping that they would learn from some of those challenges that they had last year and improve upon those this year. And unfortunately that was not the case. We kind of watched this disaster just unfold in front of us. And I really wanted this event to be cool and improved from last year because it is very unique. You drive through the forest and see these different scenes play out in the woods. But it did have a lot of challenges, even up to the point where about halfway through the entire timing of everything was off and the line of cars just backed up and backed up and backed up instead of it just being small groups of cars as usual to watch a scene. But anyway, I'm going to give you a peek at what to expect at the 2021 Haunted Road. We can hope that it does improve as the season goes along, but take a look at the adventure. When you arrive at the Haunted Road, you line up here, kind of in the dark. You can see the property is very dark. And the workers come out and they start checking you in as the cars arrive. And as they check you in and check your tickets, they also give you this secret little bag of consecrated dirt, which they say you're going to need later on in the drive to appease the spirits and ghosts that exist on the property. Now, they also give you this walkie-talkie, and the property owner comes on and tells you about the ghosts and the hauntings on the property, as well as the rules and what you're supposed to do and not do. I will warn families now, if you're bringing children, there is a lot of offensive language in this recording that's on the walkie-talkie. Now, offensive language does not bother me, but I was very shocked as to how much language there was actually used in just this 1 minute to 2 minute little blurb that you listen to.
When you see those signs, pull over, park your car, and turn your headlights off. Don't be a dumb and go ruin it for everyone else by keeping your headlights on.
The recording goes on to tell you about 15 times also that they are not going to pay for any damages to your car. Okay, we get it. Now, after that, you drive on down this dark road and you're supposed to stop at a tombstone and make an offering of consecrated dirt to get permission to enter the property. So we have to spread this consecrated ground on this grave. So, Margaret, can we come on the property? There you go. We have to get permission and look for a sign. I don't see a sign yet.
Okay.
And we never did get that sign. Something was supposed to happen to tell us we could continue on, and nothing happened. So we just got back in the car and started driving. Now, if you are the lead vehicle like we were, well, good luck, figure it out. Because there's very little signage. And there were multiple times when there was a fork in the road and there was no sign to tell you which way to go. And there were a couple of times where they actually had to come out and back up our entire line of cars because I had driven down the wrong way because there was no sign and it was so dark to tell you which way to go. And speaking of dark, this is how it is. A lot of the scenes play out in darkness like this, and you can't really see what's going on. And that is interrupted by bright flashes of light occasionally, like this. And then it goes dark again, and more bright flashes of light. Now the story unfolds on your radio. You see little signs as to what station, when you arrive at a scene, to put your radio on to hear the story. Last year they faced an issue where a lot of scenes played out behind your car. You couldn't see anything. This year is no different. As you can see, I'm driving by a scene here. I'm not even at the stopping point yet. And all of this is actually taking place behind my car. I had to lean over to the other side of the car, reach out that side of the window, and film backwards to see any of this. So the layout is not very good. There are several scenes where there's some scenes where there are even some walls put up where you park between the walls. And you can't see around the walls to even know what's going on. And then the darkness does not help either to see what's happening. Now, occasionally there are times when the actors and things get very chaotic around your car, and that's when it's most interesting, is when this is all happening. But the rest of the time, it's very, very hard to see. Now, when you're done with the drive, new this year, you can go over to this other part of the property, and there's a barn that has a walk-through haunt or scare. There's also some food and shopping and food, and they have this tent that's set up that's selling various kind of creepy horror-related type items with plates and shirts and posters, and they've even got like these rodent skulls. I don't know what skulls those are. And they have different earrings and jewelry that's horror related. Also some creepy baby dolls, if you're into that. They had some entertainment there as well. There was some horror pole dancing from this girl, as well as the guy that was with her. Right there, he's got his face in a bunch of broken glass. He's just broken some bottles and stuck his face in it. And now she is standing on his face to push that glass into it. So there's some interesting entertainment for you. He is also a fire dancer and does some fire breathing and different types of fire dancing right there. So you can sit there and get some food and drinks and watch a little show. Now, speaking of food, the food they have on property is a barbecue truck. This is Tanner's, and he's got barbecued ribs and pulled pork and jalapeno sausage. And it's pretty good. We got just a bowl of pulled pork. You can get a sandwich, but we just got the bowl. And it was pretty good. It's honey basted and roasted for several hours, and that was pretty good. It's pretty good food. There is also inside here a bar, and it's a very small bar. As you can see, not a whole lot to pick from. But they can make you some mixed drinks, so you can get your bar on a little bit. Now, let's move over to the barn. The barn they've opened up this year is another haunted experience, and you walk in the barn and you're told this story about a butcher who used to slaughter animals, and his son killed him, and now the spirit of his son is in this barn, and you can see the salt circle. Supposedly you're supposed to stay safe when you stay inside that salt circle and don't move. And then different things happen in the barn, and I'm not going to tell you what happens in case you want to experience, but I can tell you that the group I was with when we were in there, we were just kind of underwhelmed. It was not all that special, unfortunately. There you go. There is a peek inside the 2021 Haunted Road experience in Orlando. It's a drive-through experience for Halloween. It's very unique, but it does have some very, very significant challenges, and they have a lot to overcome this year, and they're just now opening, so hopefully those bugs will work out very quickly. But if this does look like something you would be interested in, there's kind of a peek to what to expect. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, click that like button to let the powers that be know that you like the video. And while you're at it, click on subscribe, and you'll be subscribed to the channel and notified when I upload new videos. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.